two teams battle for that gold championship trophy.
Well, shit, let me go ahead and lock in, bro. I'll get with you later on. I'll be back home around 5:36.
Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stops at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Oregon's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively. But they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. But he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Caught by the receiver. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. And the Ducks are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got a receiver wide open here. Touchdown, Oregon. They strike first in this national title bout. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They start at the 25. The Hurricanes offense gets their first crack now. Let's check the impact. In this game, guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Looking to throw in the first play of this championship game. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Pass complete. It's second down now. They keep him off balance with a run. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. Nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I'll tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, he makes the catch. He finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down. The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. They got him again. He couldn't escape.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up 1st down at the 33.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They test the middle. He gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short...
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. They get him down after a short return, but interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Breaks free. 1st down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
think a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. He shreds the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. Jukes to get free. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. That completion sets up a third down play.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
The Canes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Comes up with the catch. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Ball handed to the running back. And tackled after a small pickup there. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to the end zone. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So here's the first play of the drive, backed up to their own 7. They begin with a quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Past the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
So, Cook, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off to the tight end. 7-yard gain, sets up a 3rd and 3.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
It's a fumble. The defense has got it. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway. So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. Heads up move by the head coach. Using that challenge, officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. And the Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway to keep the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The Hurricanes will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. You don't see the lead defensive back drop a would-be pick like that very often. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Receiver in motion now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Ducks will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
That's reeled in. It's Lewis. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
2nd down after that completion. Wants to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Hurricanes looking to keep this drive rolling. complete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They misfire on first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Back to throw again. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on. Touchdown. My goodness.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. What a kick. It's good from 55. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Remember, that last possession went for it in 4th down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of the long-range field goal. Keeping it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Canes come to the line in a hurry-up.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting off field, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
He's got a man down the middle. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's caught. It's Lewis. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Quarterback still with the football. Finds room at the 30. Scoops out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one play.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks free. And here he goes. At the 10, all the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turner trying to create good field position. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks left and finds his target there. And timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments or this thing could snowball.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
The Canes will send the punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Choosing to return the punt. Can he make it? And the coverage team finally gets him, but a great return. You can see the elusive speed from the return man. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Play action here on 1st down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Bringing pressure. Hit as he released it. And it's picked off in the end zone. The nice interception negated by the pass interference call on the defense. That stings. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it another chance. Touchdown, Ducks! They could not stop him.
Man, I love to see backs with this kind of lower body strength, just shedding arm tackles until finally being rewarded by getting into the end zone with that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, look at the quick cut. Breaking ankles out there. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1/2 away from crowning a national champion.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. You send it down to the offense, 1st and 10.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They'll They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. He's having one of those dream performances.
And the Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Edwards. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Pulls it in. It's over. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Tackle at the 8 after the completion. The Ducks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down with the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. The 10th play of this drive is a 3rd down and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Oregon. They continue to roll up the score. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. High completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Quick throw to the left side. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up 4th down. The Hurricanes will have to kick it away. About to punt for the 4th time tonight. A special teams lightning strike here in the national championship game. That could be a moment we never forget upon return to the house in a championship game.
Man, we've been calling national championship games forever. How often do you see a return like this taken all the way back for a touchdown? You talk about a game-changing opportunity for this team. We'll see if they can finish this game off after that.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. That's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? And it's the kicking team making the recovery a special teams disaster. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Off the RPO, caught to the right. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for a nice game.
That PI goes against the receiver. It'll cost the offense. Second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good...
He's got it, enough for a 1st down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
And there's the handoff. What a stiff arm. And they're able to get him down.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. A deep shot to the left side. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. A handoff from the shotgun. And we're able to get him down.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on third down. You run the football, find a lane, pick up a good chunk, and now they have a chance here on this third and medium.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Snags the quick throw. The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
He's hit just before the throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. The Canes will line up to punt it away. On the kick now for the fifth time tonight. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Catch made on the left side.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Going to hand it off to the back. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
And they finally stopped it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Well, that's exactly what this guy can do. He is a burner. Easily, in my opinion, one of the fastest guys in all of college football. And when you don't have him accounted for, this is what he's going to do to your defense.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a first down.
42, Spider.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
And the Ducks will have first and 10 here. Leaning on the run game here. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Ducks. This offense cannot be stopped. That's another touchdown. A dream performance for this running back in the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they're struggling.
And Miami offense is back on the field. National championship game comes down to this. They've got to get points right now. Serious urgency. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Quick completion to the tight end. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw here. Tries to get it to the running back. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The offense set for the 6th play in this drive.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make...
Touchdown, Hurricanes! This quarterback on fire today.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset or planned it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Leaning on the run game here late. He's got the first and still going. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? End zone ahead. Touchdown, Oregon. This offense is still clicking.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Powerful running here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Short completion there, 2nd down coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side, that's a big gain. Good enough for the first down at the 37. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly out of the wideout. What a catch! They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Let's say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Oregon Ducks.